You wear the mask, I won't. And 10 of the 12 viewers just left. Just saying.
We didn't last time either.
No, and this is our bubble.
That's
Anyway,
right. Our bubble's very small.
Our bubble is very small. So.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
This is PJ Knits. Welcome to episode number 45. And
Wow.
gosh, here we are. My name is Penny, and this is PJ Knits from Central Illinois. PJ Knits on Instagram, Penny J on Ravelry, and I have a blog, pjknits.blogspot.com. And
I am priceless on Ravelry and priceless at I don't want to say all that.
Instagram, what's that?
Oh.
Priceless.
Yeah, isn't that just priceless on? I don't
You
know
have
what I am.
you have numbers.
Oh my! Better look up my numbers. I don't know what I am. Who keeps tabs on that?
Anyway, it's July 13th.
No, it's not. Try August.
Oh my God, it is. It's August 13th. Maybe we should start that whole thing over, but we're not going to because, people
it.
we know love that. Anyway.
It's priceless 24.29.
I knew there was some numbers
There we
behind it. But I was
go.
going to say
Oh,
23 and then I
God.
would have had it wrong. So
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
it is August. It is the middle of August. A weather report for our friend Becky on August 13th. It is 77 degrees and sunny and beautiful again. So that's kind of why we're podcasting outside again. We're taking
Yes.
advantage of all of that while we can. I also want to say hello to, hopefully, Kendra, you've made your way to here. Not sure if you've made it to PJ Knits podcast yet, but anyway,
She will.
I told her she had to. And also yesterday I heard from my friend Karen Harris, and she said she watches all the time, and she also does the blog. Because I was deciding whether I should continue the blog or not, and she said she looked at it every day, and so does my friend Renata, and so I decided to keep that going for a little while. So anyway, I wanted to say hello to those two people out there, and thanks for joining us today. For anybody who may stumble across us or is returning, thank you. So
You forgot one person.
who's that?
Frank.
Oh, Frank! Hi, Frank! This is Debbie. Do you know her? We're not saying hi to Bob because Bob, you're not supposed to be watching. But maybe
Poor Bob.
if you're desperate and you ran out of Netflix, perhaps you will be. But anyway, hi. So we're going to start with finished objects.
Okay.
And I was telling Debbie, I have a crap load of stuff to show. I was doing with three other of our Peoria Knitbook friends. We were doing Soundtrack by Marie Green, which is Olive Knits. And she does a 4-day KAL that starts in July. This is like her third or fourth year she's done it, and it's a new sweater each time. And the idea was to start like over the 4th of July weekend and then to finish it. Well, over the years, what she's done is made it go like for a month because people, there's no way if you're
People
having
are too busy.
Yeah, and if you have family, and and I would try. It was a lot of knitting,
Yeah.
and I did mine. I think it took me. I started late. I think everybody was starting on the 1st. The KAL did,
Okay.
and it was going through the end of July, and it took me. I started on the 3rd, and I think it took me a good month. I was
So
done the
you-
day before, yeah,
Okay.
and had it done and pictures taken. So,
Oh,
and that
good.
wasn't working on it all the time.
Well,
But-
that's good.
Anyway, I
Oh,
really
this
love
is
it.
cute.
It worked out really well, and I loved the patterning on it. It's just that slip stitch, and I will
Mhm.
do that again. Incorporate that.
The light blue is the slip stitch?
Yes, is the slip.
Oh,
well, actually, no.
nice.
This is the slip stitch
Oh,
that goes
okay.
down it, and it was super easy.
Okay.
And so it's out of
So you
Webs.
aren't carrying.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was super easy. I
Okay.
was surprised. It was really the first time I'd done that much.
Mm.
And I really loved it. So it's in navy, and this is Winter Sky. It's Webb's Sunderland,
Oh.
which is a kind of a DK-ish.
It's soft.
We bought it at Webb's at Stitches Midwest
Yes.
3 or 4 years ago. Remember, I bought a huge amount of the navy and a huge
Right.
amount of the gray. was going to do something with it. Well, I still have a huge amount of both left,
That's okay.
which I could make a reverse sweater, but
Oh yeah,
I
no,
super
darling.
loved it. And I talked about on the blog how I do my my sleeves decreases. So, and I'm going to revisit that, I think, in the fall when we do sweaters again. So,
Why do you feel like it's too much room?
no, I do it according to my arm measurements and
Oh.
decreases. I don't pay attention to the pattern.
Okay.
And I always pick up, probably 10 extra stitches underneath the arms because I need it. So I just kind of laid it out, but I super loved it. And when I have a formula in my notes on my phone that I keep for all my sweaters, so I know how long I want my sleeve.
Oh, is that the
Well,
calculated thing?
the calculator was, but then I know how long where I want my sleeves. I know where, and I have to
Yes.
start that and
Yes.
the decreases.
Yes.
And when I was done and trying it on, the sleeve was like sitting up here, and I'm like, well, and it was the right length, and I was like, that's weird, oh my gosh. Well, it blocked out. It's perfect, which I
Yeah.
knew it was going to do, but there was a moment. There was a moment that I was like, crap.
I'm gonna have to put this back on the needles and add my inches. And
Yeah, but it worked out, and I knew it would because I'd done a gauge swatch. But anyway, that was my first one.
Oh, cool. Okay, well, I did my
Oh yeah,
what is this? Rocket Tee.
Rocket Tee by Tanis.
Fiber Arts.
Yeah.
Yes. So my Rocket Tee is finished, and it's the
Knitted wit
mohair and
fingering.
weight, and it was called Amongst the Flowers is the color.
Isn't that gorgeous? And
Yeah,
and
I
that's that
love it.
one where four of us are doing it. Two of us have finished so far.
You did.
We did a rocket.
You
we
showed
did-
yours last time.
Yeah. And you did the mohair by itself and then the fingering by itself. And you made some modifications to yours
I
for
did.
the pattern.
I did. I put ribbing instead of, she did an I-cord bind off, and I made my sleeves longer instead of just a little cap. I made them longer and put ribbing around the collar. I put ribbing everywhere,
Yeah.
down at the bottom. I also had an issue that I ran short. I was short 1 yard, and my friend Brenda, thank you, Brenda, gave me 2 yards. And that was more than enough to, instead of having to find or buy another skein, I just cut it off that way. So, and I was worried, to talk about blocking. I told you that I was worried
Right.
mine wasn't long enough, ran out of yarn, and then you said try blocking it because yours gave. Well, let me tell you, it gave. And it's perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. So,
It worked out well. And it looks good
I was
on you.
surprised.
Yeah.
Thanks. So,
Really.
yeah, so that's a finished object.
That's cool. Well, then I have just this lonely little wash dishcloth, but I am part of a KAL. I'm also part of a co-sponsoring for Comforting Crafts. She's trying to do 500 dishcloths for El Salvador by the end of December. And so there's 4 or 5 of us podcasters and groups that are doing it on Ravelry, but it's Brittany, B-Wing. And so this is my this is my first one. And we're doing, there's a thread in the PJ Knits Ravelry group that if you do your, show your pics, and we'll arrange to get them to Brittany by the end of December. And you'll be entered in for some prizes, a prize in the PJ Knits group. And it's going to be an ensemble of Coco Knits things, little cool little things. So I thought that
doodads,
doodads,
accessories
yeah.
that everyone should have.
Exactly. So Brittany's
I'll tell Helen.
yes, Brittany's group is Comforting Crafts on Ravelry. So my first one, but I have like 2 more skeins of this, so I'm just going to keep making some more of these. And so
haven't done it
follow Brittany if you will. She is showing in our group in under the dishcloth thread all of hers that she's taking. She's making a lot of them. Of
Oh,
course.
yes.
And
yes.
she has the coolest pictures. She's doing them outside and amongst things, and they're really super cool. So check that out. And if you're inclined to make some dishcloths, we'd love to have you join us. And I think you can post in all the other groups as well, and maybe win
Sure.
prizes there too. But
Sure.
that's my lonely little dishcloth, but there's going to be more coming. So
Well, I've got several. You want to hold this?
yeah. Oh. Ooh, ooh.
These are for two of my granddaughters,
And you
Morgan
showed
and
the yarn.
Amelia. I showed the yarn last time.
Yeah. And whose is whose?
This is Amelia's and this is Morgan's. So the 3-year-old and the 1-year-old. And this is thread heads, squishy, bulky, and it is very soft.
It is. It is so cool.
And this was a hat kit.
I love this because you show this, and these pom poms are just to die for.
Yes, and I brought another finished object that I need a pom pom, so we're gonna have to discuss color.
Yes.
But anyway, so yes, these are done. They whipped up super fast,
So cool.
and I even had a third one, and I gave it to my great niece's little girl. That I put some hot pink stripes in just to use up all the yarn. So
And you have tied the. I feel a tie. So you've tied the. This was part of the pom pom.
that was part of the pom pom. You just put it in there and tie it, and then you can take it off and wash the hat if the kid gets something on it, and
and it's super soft, so it's not going to be scratchy, itchy against their head.
No. So yeah, so I have those finished
That's so cool.
for the girls. So then there's another grandchild. There's 5, but 3 are the younger ones. So this is for Alex, the fathead. He's just a year old, and this is out of knitted animal hats. So
Oh, the book.
the book. This is out of the book.
That is so cute.
So this is for him, but he's got a very big head.
Adorbs.
He's a big boy. So I'll see if this fits him. I'll see him Saturday, and if not, I'll block it. But yeah, it should fit his little head.
Oh, that's adorable. And everything will be in the show notes on the Ravelry group. When we
Yes.
get done, I'll get Debbie's info, and so later today, tomorrow, in the next couple of days, we'll have all the notes out there so you can find the links.
And
Ooh.
this is for Morgan, the 1-year-old, and this is Drops Air
Oh yes. Oh,
that
my
I got
gosh.
through Esposito, and this is Purple Haze is the color. And so it's really neat because it does have hazing, different colors of the purple in it. But I need a pom-pom, so we have to discuss what
Yes.
color. So
Oh,
we'll have to
yes.
get online and
Yes,
look.
we will look that up. We will.
I did not get the light pink one done for Amelia, but the kids are all. I needed something fast gratification.
Yeah.
Because I'm working on
On some other
something.
things that
Yes.
are not so fast.
Right. And so now I have for a special friend of ours. Does she even watch?
I don't know. Oh well.
Oh well.
Doesn't matter. By the time we do it again, we will. Well, who knows?
Yeah.
Adorable.
So I've made her a bag.
And you found the pattern at Noodlehead.
Yes, the pattern is a noodle head and it's a crescent shaped bag.
That's
So
cool. That
some
fabric.
of your local fabric shops will have it, and the pattern, and some of them won't. I happened to order it online because none of our local ones had it, but I think it turned out
It is
so cute.
It's got a little
Outside-
zipper. Got a zipper.
outside
Match.
pocket, and an inside pocket, and
That is so cute.
it is a
She's
really
gonna
good
love
size.
it. She's gonna love it.
Yeah.
She's gonna
So
love it.
anyway, yes,
That's cool.
and that's for a
Okay.
big birthday.
Big birthday. And if you're watching,
Oh, well,
we
I'm
do
sorry.
big. We do big.
It's
Sorry.
go big or go home.
There'll be other surprises when we get together. So.
Yes.
The last one that I have is Shelley Summer Top. When we were together, I talked about it
This
before,
one.
and so it is finished
Yay.
and done.
It looks very cute. on
I
her.
love it. It was meant to be for 4th of July, red, white, and blue. I had these really cool shoes to go with it. I wore them the other day at knitting, but 4th of July was hot and crappy, and
Nobody ended up
and I-
doing anything.
and I
Everything's
wasn't done.
sampled.
And I wasn't done. So it's out of Cascade Sunseeker. It's Nancy Ritchie's pattern.
Very cute.
Getting pearly with it. So yeah, I like it. I'm going to wear it a couple more times. So it was. This is also part of the KAL and the PJ Knits group that we're doing summer teas, and we're doing summer teas, and we're doing summer stuff for another another month. We'll talk about that later. But
Well, yes, and here's another one of mine. Now, what is this? I didn't even write it down. You already
Big
did
Wave.
yours. Oh, that's right.
Heidi Kermeyer.
Yep. See, Big Wave tank. Has a little curl at the bottom, which you could always change and do ribbing if you didn't like the top down.
Exactly, but it was a unique construction and
It
fun to do.
It was, and it's fast.
Yeah.
And I
Larger needle than we're normally been doing lately.
Hallelujah. That's why I did those hats. Those were large.
Yeah, I
needle.
needed something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Trying to think what yarn this was.
You got it from Becky.
Yeah, Becky gave it to me as a gift.
It turned
I
out
finally
great.
used it. Oh, it wasn't Caribou. It was Karen.
Karen.
Queensland. Karen.
Okay. I was going to call it Capri, but then
No.
it wasn't. We'll
No,
put
those
that
are my
in.
pants.
We'll put that in the shoe notes. The shoe
Okay,
notes
now
will
there's
have
shoe
that.
notes.
The shoe notes will have that. So, okay. KAL updates. Summer of Shawls. This is going through the day before autumn starts, and Monday, I think September 20th, 21st, somewhere in there. There are 2 threads in the Ravelry group. The first one is the Summer of Shawls thread, where you can show us any of your finished shawls for this summer. There will be prizes in there, and we'll talk about that. I'm doing for both of them, for both groups, the prizes for the Summer of Shawls. For that group, there will be To the Point, which is a triangular shawl book
Cool.
by Quince and Co. That will be for Summer of Shawls.
Nice.
And there will also be another prize package. I have the yarn coming, but I don't have the bag or the stitch markers yet. So that will be Summer of Shawls. It is on Instagram. Do hashtag Summer of Shawls 2020. And let's see what do I have. I wanted to show this. This is one of the things that I talked about way back at the start of summer, about how I wanted to finish this kimono shawl for hospice by the time we get back, and we don't know when that's going to be. So
Probably not beginning next year.
yeah, probably not. At the time we talked about that,
Nice. Look how far you've gotten.
I put this little stitch marker in. That was at the beginning of summer. That's where the little cupcake came.
Nice.
So then, probably 1st of August, I put the little pumpkin pie one in here, the little stitch marker, and I said to myself I was going to do an hour a day on this.
Okay.
Well, I did really well for up until like last weekend, so I haven't had a lot of progress on it, because I figure if I do an hour a day, I'll soon be done with this.
Oh, yeah.
And that was one of my goals, is to have that done by the end of summer. Whether it gets to hospice or not, that's okay.
Yeah.
It is out of Riley yarn that I'm still working on that. So and you know what? I like this. I can't say enough about this pattern. I really like it. And I'd like to make one for myself as well. So
It keeps you interested.
yeah, it gives me a little bit of interest
Yeah.
to keep going.
Keeps you
so.
interested.
Okay. So that's
You're tangled up.
Summer of Shawls, one of the things that I'm working on in that. And I just wanted to do that, talk about that for a moment. And then the next one that we have going is the Together Apart by Melanie Berg. There's a separate thread for that. It's under an episode, and it says Together Apart. That particular one, there will also be prizes for that one. There will be 2, and one will be another To the Point book.
I have to look at that.
I love this book. I have one, but it's all triangular shawls, which we've talked about once or twice, and there will be an episode down the road all about triangular shawls. And I'm going to show some of them that I have, but I really like doing them, and they're, people have a problem with how they are going to wear them, and so I have some ideas about that we'll talk about in future episodes. So also, I bought a Molly Klein kit because I thought this was perfect, and this will be one of the prizes.
I want to win that.
This will be one of the prizes.
Oh.
It has her yarn in it, and there are some stitch markers in it, and this really super cute bag.
I've rocked myself to the table. Sorry.
That's okay. So that's going to be
It's darling.
a secondary prize in the Together Apart. On Instagram, it's hashtag Together Apart Shawl. Do hashtag Summer of Shawls 2020, and if you will do hashtag PJ Knits Together Apart KAL, that would be super fun too. So, progress.
Here is the progress. Now, Penny and I have joined forces. So on our Together Apart, mine is gold. I think it's actually called Harvest Gold, and then a teal. So this is my progress.
That's cool.
I'm pretty going great guns.
Yeah, she is. So you are on what section now? We've got 1, 2, 3. You're on your 4th garter section.
And I had to put it down this week because I got tired of doing garter, and that's when I did those hats.
That's cool.
I did a hat every day because I needed something.
I hear you.
Yeah, so I needed something else to do.
You hold that. Then I
Okay.
am using, I did the teal, and Debbie has given me hers, and I'm not as far. Just finished that second one. And so I have her Harvest Gold in my teal. And mine is, the yarn is Cascade hand paints.
Oh, you got the
Yeah, the
hand
solid,
paint.
yeah. So there we go. So the whole idea behind Together Apart, Melanie did this pattern way back when COVID was starting, I believe. And the idea was to buy 4 skeins of yarn, and then for one person to knit both shawls in contrasting colors, and then to give the other one to somebody who was in need of it, which you certainly could do. And in our case, we decided, and others have too, decided to share a bit of their yarn with somebody else. So we're not going to have exactly the same, but we'll have a remembrance of their colorway in ours, and probably, and this will be known as what we did
In COVID 2020.
Yeah, in COVID 2020. So this is a side note. It's in my ZK bag, which is that wax canvas that we got as part of the goodie bag. And I poo-pooed wax canvas all along. I'd see bags and
I
I'm
have
like,
too.
I
Yeah,
don't want that.
I have
I don't
too.
want that.
Yeah.
And I'm liking this stuff.
Are you? Yeah,
It's not bad. This, I mean, it really softens up.
I guess it depends. Are there different kinds of wax canvas?
I don't know. And I don't know the process. I know that I've seen
either.
maybe a year ago a video on YouTube where somebody was actually waxing the canvas.
Oh, really? That'd be neat.
It would be neat, but that's what kind of turned me off. I'm like, that's a whole lot of work. So, but I'm sure that now you can buy wax canvas. I'm sure that
At the store.
yeah, this is
Okay, well,
Silver
okay.
Shed USA. She made these bags, and so I'm sure that she bought the fabric
Already waxed.
already waxed. But
Sure, she's got
I'm
her
really loving it.
connections.
And it kind of gets this little,
Like where you folded it
Yeah.
or where it's crinkled.
Scrunches, yeah.
Yeah.
it softens up.
And it changes like a little bit of color.
Yeah, and it just I just
Now, did everybody get the same color?
yes.
Okay.
Everybody
well,
get
that
the same
way
color.
good for her.
Yeah, one of those easy
Yeah.
things to
Good
do.
for her.
So, okay. What's next? Oh, summer teas. That's the other KAL that's going on
I saw
all
that too,
summer
really.
long. And in Central Illinois, we can have summer till October. So I'm not going to necessarily stop knitting them, but I
Right.
have in my mind. I have a couple on the needles, and then I have one more I want to do. And so I'm thinking at some point in time I'm going to stop and start working on fall because it will
After
be
the
here.
shawl, I am working on fall. I want to get that rain cardigan done
Yes.
in that pumpkin spice latte color.
So I okay. Backing all the way up here. I should have pulled all of these out to start with. Anyway, just going backwards a moment. Soundtrack pullover. That's what it looks like. And then Shelly Summer Top. This was one of the things that I've been knitting on during this time. And I had a picture of Together Apart. And the funny thing about this is my friend's Sally Rainey, she knit 2 of these in opposite colorways, just like the colorways that Melanie had done. And then she gifted her second one to her sister,
I was going to say,
Susan.
I knew it was going to her sister. That's
Yeah,
nice.
I thought that
That's
was
cute.
super. And I made a little side note and said, I want to be a rainy sister. So I wanted to show those patterns. Next one up for summer tees. I got a wild hair. I've been doing a lot of Instagram, watching some videos that come up. And one of the shops that I follow is the Knitting Place out in New York. And I just love the Dinah and Pam, the gals who do those videos almost every day. And so I've been on a little bit of a shopping spree. And so one time, and I've never ever, I didn't know this yarn. We don't have it locally. And so I decided they got cake wool in stock. And
Never heard of it.
Captain Phil from, the Crabbing Show.
From SpongeBob SquarePants?
No, no, adult show. Captain Phil was one of the captains up in Alaska. They do crabbing. I used to know what it was.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, it's you're all screaming at me now. They go out on boats. All the captains go out and they do crab out in the Bering Sea. Danger catch, deadliest catch, deadliest catch. I knew it was Danger.
It was a TV show.
Yes, yeah, on Discovery, I believe. I think they still have it in some things. But Captain Phil was one of the captains and had a couple of kids.
Okay.
And he
Captain
passed
Phil, you
away.
write
He
her
passed
color.
away some time ago. So anyway, side note, I got
She got sidetracked.
but cake wool, which I'd never heard of, and they were
No.
talking about this yarn. And this one's called Blanche. It's a slub, and that one's called Zest, which is a fingering. And what
Those are the colors.
they had been
Cool.
talking about at the time, a couple of vendors had been talking about shops, and so
Neat colors.
they were talking about doing ranunculus in it. And I did a ranunculus long sleeve
Yes.
last winter, and so I thought this would be cool for one more summer tee. And there we are. And I'm going to do this short sleeve version is what I'm doing,
Wow.
is the plan, and I've already cast on, but
I'm not surprised.
there's not, but I've left it because I need to get these other things done, but I wanted to see how I liked it. So I've just started it, and we'll see how that is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be a
Interesting.
Nice weight. Yeah.
It's going to be short sleeve. So
Uh-huh.
the nice thing about it is I can wear it still in summer,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it would be perfect.
Hello, Mr. Neighbor.
I think it would be perfect even in fall with a long sleeve t-shirt,
Yes.
because it's going to be
underneath it?
right here, and it's
Yeah.
loosey-goosey. It's going to be loosey-goosey. So
Oh yeah,
Um,
you should be fine. Or a mock turtle.
yeah, exactly. So that's my like work in progress for the summer tee. And then
That's so wonderful.
the other one that I'm working on, and I'm anxious to get it done, but again, I wanted to get our shawl done.
Right. I probably won't
Seriously.
get to it till next spring.
Yes.
Before I get to it.
And then Petite Knits Anchor's summer shirt. And I'm really kind of enthralled with Petite Knits right now. A young gal, but everything is simplistic. Seriously, let's get our act together down there.
What is there another car in their driveway?
There must be further down, I think.
Oh, I thought it was this guy here
No.
with the red truck.
I think it's further down.
Oh.
So I'm working on that, and what happened, again, I saw it on the Knitting Place, and they have the yarn that it was actually made of, which is what I wanted to do.
Oh.
And this is Sandusgarn line, and my colorway is, I just want to say it was,
Looks like a rose.
is a
color.
rosy color pink, yes.
Yeah.
So they had that a month or so ago, and had just gotten a new shipment in, and so I ordered the yarn, because I wanted it out of the yarn that it was meant for. But her aesthetic, the Petite Knits, they're so simple.
Uh-huh.
They're, I mean, not a whole lot of stuff to them. She
Top down.
Top down does some
Mhm.
mohair with them on her wintry ones,
Uh-huh.
and she has the cutest feet on Instagram because she shows her little kids in all of the kids' sweaters.
Mm-hmm.
Just adorable, very, very. It's just fun.
I want to do that one. I'm not going to get to it this year.
Well, I'm onto the sleeves, and so this will be good knitting for
Oh, yeah.
Zooming too.
Yes. perfect. Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah. And I just love it. I love it.
Very
There was a
pretty.
lot of, this is a lot of rib, I have
Yes,
to tell
it
you.
is.
And then, of course, when you get down here, it's all stockinette. So it's a
Yeah.
lot of stockinette.
So at least you go when you get the rib done.
Yeah. And the sleeves won't be long. I mean,
No.
really,
No, but
Easily.
probably, normal.
normal.
You know,
Yeah. They'll be elbow,
Up to your elbow.
length. Because
Mhm.
I bought extra yarn so that I could do that. I didn't want to,
What's the
Diminish.
blend of the line?
it is.
Is it like a cotton?
It's got cotton and it's a Norwegian yarn, so it
Right.
comes over from Norway, of course.
Right.
It is 53% cotton, 33% viscose, 14% linen.
So it should hold its shape.
Should hold its shape, yeah.
Mhm.
And so I'm super. I did one of her patterns again last winter in Molly Homespun House that we bought at Stitches Midwest. That mohair and
Mm-hmm.
it was just a simple sweater, and I loved it too.
Mhm.
So I see some more of those in my
your future.
In my future. But those are the summer tees. Those are the whips that I've got going. So you have any whips?
My whip is my shawl.
Oh my gosh!
I am a one project at a time girl, except for those quick hats that I can do in a couple hours. And Penny is many whips.
I'm many whips because
This is why we go together well. She
Yeah.
conned me one time. One time we were at, I think it was Stitches Midwest a few years ago.
yes,
And I ended up with 3 projects casted on. And I thought I was going nuts. So I can do 2 if one's like a hat and I can like get it done real quick because then I can say, oh, I had 2 go on today. But yes, I cannot do 30.
I have a lot, and I'll talk about down the road, and I'll show I think in more episodes. But I have a book that I started January 1st, and I'm keeping all of my finished products in because I always start date and I put a yarn in there, and we'll talk about that.
Right.
But I made it starting August 1st. No, it was July 1st. I started which is really kind of what Linda, my friend Linda, and I call our start of our new knitting year because
because it can.
we would always go to knitting camp in July, and so that we'd have all these ideas when we came back, and so we were ready to cast on and we get a plan. So I started a page. There's a page for every month through the end of December of things that I really need to accomplish, like with Christmas gifts coming.
Sure.
You need to do these and have this birthday gift done by this time,
Mhm.
all of that. So we'll talk about that. But so I have taken all of those projects that are out there and saying, you need to concentrate on that. Be a little bit more mindful of what you're knitting on and not go, oh, hey,
Squirrel.
squirrel, buy some more yarn when you don't need to.
So, are you telling yourself that if you get 2 whips done, you can cast on a new one?
Yeah, my thought was if I can get 3, call it, and that was
Okay.
something Amy was kind of doing, but
Oh yeah,
yeah,
from ZK.
yeah, do
Uh-huh.
finish 3 things
Uh-huh.
and then can cast on a new one.
Okay.
So, and they could be a
That's
cast on
good.
that I started last time, and I want to get my whips down and more concentrated because
Uh-huh.
I am afraid that something's going to happen to me and somebody's going to go through and say, "Holy cow!"
If something happens to you, I already know the
Yeah.
rules. Bob, let me in.
Yeah, let me in.
Let me
And
in.
I'm
I'll
gonna
take care of Penny's crap.
pull away because we talked about that with
Yeah.
some friends. It was like
Yes.
you need to tell your friends that these certain things are very important and they're not to just be given away or thrown in the trash.
Yeah.
They cost money.
No, Penny knows. Just call into my house.
Yeah.
Here's the hiding place.
We're taking this stuff
And they're
away.
not hidden. They're
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, we're
But
taking the stuff away. It will be at good homes.
and actually, you can go right on my Ravelry page, and you can decipher where room I put it in.
Yeah. Well, mine are all I have mine Ravelry all in my bins, but and I have bin numbers, but it's obvious where it's all at. But
Yes.
like books and things like that, it's like don't just throw things away because there are people who will want this stuff.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yes. Oh, I know so. Yes. Yes.
So books and bags. Both of the things I'm going to talk about on books and bags, unfortunately, are out of print or no longer in business. But I just wanted to kind of talk about them.
But if they know somebody that has it, they can copy
They
it.
can copy it.
Because
They
it's
can
out of print.
They can
It's
get
not
a
illegal.
or pick it up. when you see it somewhere, if
Sometimes the libraries have them too.
libraries or yarn shops going out of business or store copies or things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that made me think about this was when I got my 2 yarns from the knitting place. And this, I've never worked with slub before.
I have.
Have you?
Yes. For me, it is not my favorite.
Yeah. Well, and I
But
thought
that's me.
I thought this would be,
Right up there with boucle.
yeah, that's what I was wondering about. So anyway, I thought if the ranunculus doesn't work out, because I'm particular about the fact that, and I'll just say it, I have big arms, and so I don't normally wear, unless I'm super hot, sleeveless, and I don't. For me, and I'm just saying for me, I'm finding that if I make a big loosey-goosey sweater, it doesn't do anything for me. It makes me feel bigger than
You are.
than I am, and I like it. I like some shaping to it. So I thought, and I always try to accommodate that, even like when I did my weekender. I knew I didn't want it off the shoulder. I knew I didn't want it huge. That's just not my style, and I don't mean that other people can't, and don't want to. That's fine. It's just not something I want, that I'm going to be wearing.
Right.
That
It's
I know.
not your style.
It's
and
not my
your
style.
thing.
It's not my style. So
Right.
I accommodate all of those things so that they have some shaping to them. So that said, I thought worst case scenario, if this doesn't work out, if I just absolutely disliked it, I remember back from some time ago, I had bought, a long time ago, I can't even tell you when, and probably in another life, I had bought a Rowan book, Summer Delights. And this one is, like I said, it's out of print. It was
I was
probably,
going to say, look at the copyright. You'll know
Yeah.
how old it is.
but the thing about it, it has some super, super cute sweaters in it. Maybe it was on the
They even have
back.
some crop looking
Yeah.
sweaters.
I want to say it's like at 2008.
Oh, okay.
I want to
Not
say it's like
it's
2000,
30 years ago or
2008.
something.
Because initially what I had bought it for was for
That's
that.
cute. I like that, but I would make it longer. But I don't like
Exactly.
anything cropped.
And I happened to have in my stash at the time a Cascade yarn 220 that was that orangey flecky stuff.
Oh! I remember that
Yeah.
orangey flecky.
But the thing, I was looking through this and I thought, well, this would be fun to just I was just looking at it, and then look at that.
That's darling.
And
That's
I
cute.
thought, well, if I hated that as I progressed on my ranunculus, if I decided it totally wasn't for me,
Yes.
I thought this would be super cool to take that. Now, I probably
would be
would
cute.
need more, but as it is, I saw where Knitting Place got some more of that in, and I could order a couple more skeins if I wanted.
Sure.
And then this was another one. This is not me.
No, that would not be me either, but the brown one next to it is.
Yes. But if you are someone who can wear that, and if you have access to this book or a friend that has the book, borrow it from them. But yeah, there's some cute, I think there's some cute
darling
stuff
things in it.
still in here. This one here.
Yeah, that's cute. That's the one I said I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't do the belt. I would probably make it a little bigger and put a zipper in it.
Yeah.
Or button.
And maybe cut down the armhole, which you could.
Right. Right. Because I don't need them. That one's really cute, but I'd have to change that neck.
Yeah, and maybe you could even do like a crew neck on that one.
Do you know if these are top down, bottom up?
Depends. Some of
Okay.
them are bottom.
Okay.
That one's bottom. Bottom up and then put the sleeve in it, looks like it. Yeah, right front.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
shape
is.
armhole. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I even like
That's
this.
cute. That's cute too. I just wouldn't
I'll
do
leave that
eyelet.
off.
Yep.
And leave that
I wouldn't
off.
do the eyelet. But it's a cute
Yeah.
sweater, and that's in style all the time.
It is.
And you can make those sleeves longer.
And I thought, I never went the route on the orange sweater. I think I started it and then, I don't know, I either lost weight or I gained weight and I was done with it. But this was in my library, and again, it's Rowan Classic Summer Delights.
Cute.
So if you have any kind of access, but also if you find yourself with a slub that you decide that you want to do something else with, those are just some ideas. I'm sure there are more things out on Ravelry that are similar to that that you could do. That you could do. So. And then bags. Recently heard that Fringe Supply went out of business and their Fringe bags are gone.
I know.
Which
I'm so sad.
I'm sad
I
because
love my Fringe bag.
It was a great bag, and I
should
just
have brought it.
yeah I didn't think about that until it was too late.
Yeah. It's so sad. If you can find one, buy it. It's
buy it,
nice.
and
It's a nice canvas,
It's sturdy,
drawstring, sturdy bag.
and there are some shops
But still have them.
that still have it. Knit One Chicago a couple of weeks ago still had a supply of them. So this is one that I had. So I'm like I said, we're super sad that they're going out of business because it was a nice that they went out of business.
Yeah.
A super sturdy bag.
And I think mine's the same size as that. Maybe it.
Yours is a little bit larger, I think. and
Okay,
it
a little
has-
bigger. And then mine's cream color with black
squiggles.
zigzags on it. It's real cute.
And I think they called that the Jen Hewitt bag because I saw yesterday on Caddy Jacks they had ones that were Jackie had the black with the cream, and Caitlin had the cream with the black stripes on.
Oh, cute.
And I thought I liked that one. That would have been fun to have too.
Yes.
So I'm sad about that. And then
They
this
made lovely bags.
my other Fringe bag. This one comes out and sits on the porch with me when I'm rocking on the porch.
Nice pockets on both sides.
Yeah.
A big one here, and then two smaller
small
ones there.
And my phone fits in it really good, and it hangs over my rocking chair so that I don't have
Nice.
to worry about it being on the ground with any
But
kind
at
of.
least on your porch, it's nice, it's clean.
Yeah.
You know.
But I worry, it's
Yeah,
like
it's not.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to take it knitting, you can hang it on your
On
chair,
your chair,
and it
exactly.
wouldn't touch the ground in the grass. Because
And
we
my-
go down the riverfront and knit with girlfriends.
Right. And my phone will go in it just fine, and I can put my keys in it, and then I have my little tool thing on the side. There are pockets on the inside, so I am
Nice.
super sad.
Well, we might just have to replicate that.
Well, I think it's very doable. And I will
Yes,
be
a new
very
project, Penny. New project.
I will be very surprised if somebody else doesn't latch it. Well, I'll tell you, there are bag makers that have been duplicating this, not as, and I have a couple, which I love. Not as heavy,
well.
not as heavy canvas. They're really great bags. I love this style. So whoever's making them, and I like the style of that too as well. You know what I mean? They're all about the same. So
Yeah.
we are super sad about that, unfortunately.
Yes.
Going out of business. Too bad. Unfortunately, there's a few people doing that. And probably not, for them, I don't know that it was lack of
People purchasing.
people purchasing, probably just wanted to go a new direction. Sometimes that happens as well.
Or health reasons. There's
Or-
lots of reasons. We could start making up a whole bunch of
Yeah,
them.
it could be whatever. It could be whatever. So, anyway, shopping or other things. Woo-hoo!
Well, I got other thing, and I do have some
Okay.
shopping things.
Cool.
So, Penny gave me back in, was it just June or was it Christmas?
It had to be Christmas.
Christmas, I think you're right. She gave me a shawl cuff, which fit on my wrist. I have very little wrist. It's
Yeah.
very,
We both do.
yeah,
we both
it's the
do.
smallest thing on my body.
Yeah.
I kept saying I would like it smaller because even when I wrapped it around, my shawls were thin enough. They were fingering weight. They were thin enough. It really wasn't holding. So I finally remembered. It's been sitting in my car for months. I finally remembered to take it to our shoe maker, and voila, we have two.
And
one for you and one for me. And they're he took it, he cut it in half, he put on a new thing, and it will be perfect
That is super
for our
Perfect.
small shawls, and I can't wait to put it on my together apart.
Yes.
So I am super excited. Just picked this up this morning on my
Wonderful.
way here.
Well, now I'll have to bring mine out and give them to you. I'll have to find them.
Yeah, and you want them to make them smaller?
Yeah, because mine's a little bit thicker,
Yes.
and we'll have two more.
Yes.
But that's super cool because mine was not being used either.
Yeah.
It was just falling off.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, and that's a problem. And unless you want a leather bracelet, which it's
Well,
chewed on if
yeah.
you have the right outfit.
Sure. That
I
would be
haven't really
perfect.
been going anywhere during COVID, so it was kind of
Yeah.
just sitting,
Yeah.
doing nothing. So
And it might
this is
be
more
used.
useful, and we
You
can use
bet.
it now.
I
So
super,
I'm
super like that.
darn excited that worked out.
Super like that.
Yes. So
Well, again,
did
the
you make
knitting
yarn?
place. The knitting place.
Oh.
While I was buying my line yarn, she was showing kits on her website for Stephen West's botanical shawl.
It's pretty.
This is going to be a fall for shawls thing.
I thought you were going to start it in the winter.
Yeah, probably.
Fall for shawls.
For shawls of fall. Haven't decided.
Shawls of fall, but falls of shawl sounds
Yeah.
good too. But
We
it's
need
harder
to-
to say.
we
Shawls
need
of
to-
fall
yeah.
sounds
We need to
easier.
fix that out. So
Yeah.
botanical, and she had kits for that. So I bought a kit. I
They'll
mean, as
be
long
real
as
disappointed when you stop shopping on their place.
as long as you're ordering yarn, you might as well.
Oh, I remember this stuff.
Baby Colori, because I
Yeah.
had some. I made my
Colori.
Madeline a sweater years ago out of it.
Baby Kalori. So she put, and birch.
Yes.
Shabui knit. So did you have this? Or
No, this was a kit.
Okay. Wow. Oh, birch is lovely. They're both lovely. But you can see the color.
Isn't that cool?
Neat.
Wow,
this is a great fall one.
Don't you think? And this is, again, still has the turquoise in it, but
Yes, it does.
I'm in a denim-friendly thing these
Because
days.
you're retired.
I'm retired, and all I'm wearing is denim.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to be wearing, unless,
Unless we can start going to lunch and things like that.
yeah, I'll probably wear denim. So.
Can't
And
take the
again-
girl out of whatever, but you can't take her out of her denim.
And again, my local yarn shop does not carry this, or I would be supporting her as well.
Yes,
for
sorry,
these things.
Erin.
I'm just saying, I am all about supporting my local yarn shop if at all possible.
Yes.
So I did that, and then then Molly Klein, at the same time I was buying the prize for the knit along,
That's funny. I bought something from Molly Klein.
she texts me back and say, "Hey, I've got this yarn and it'd be perfect for you." And I'm like, "Okay." I think I bought 3 of each.
It says you all over it.
It's me, and I think it's going to be one of a petite knit,
nice.
one of her patterns.
Or another rocket tee.
And I'm over the rocket tea
Okay.
one. Yeah, one was enough. It is.
How about Paloma? I want to
it
make
could be
that.
Paloma. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's again. This is going to be for winter. Colorway is
I like
snow
that.
cone
That's cute.
in her This is Marshmallow
Marshmallow
Mohair.
Mohair. Huh.
Yes, and then this is her sock yarn. And so I've not used her yarn,
I have, and I love it.
but I have a lot of Molly's bags. It's sweet tea, but she can be found Molly Klein Design .etsy.com. And it was so cool because she's like, "This is perfect for you." And I'm like, "Okay." I twist my arm and put it in my thing. So
She's got something I want that she's going to let me know when she dyes it
isn't
again.
that super, super cool? So then my friend Chris from Briar Rose had a new, I have not used this before. It's Briar Rose Fibers, and she is doing a discount this weekend. And I'll link that in the show notes because they're one of the Michigan Fiber Festival usually is
Yes.
this weekend.
Yeah.
So
Because I was going to say, I know I saw that. I get that.
Briar Rose Fibers, and she posted this. This is called Soulful. Soulful. It's 100% merino. There's 800 yards to it. And
Nice.
on a U.S. Size 3 to 5. And I think it's going to be one of the triangular shawls.
Okay.
No, I take that back. It totally is not going to be that. I'm thinking that it's going to be campside.
Why do I know that?
It's an Alicia Plummer pattern. And I thought I had a, oh yeah,
It's denim, by the way.
it's denim. There you go. Campside by Alicia Plummer.
Cute.
And
Okay, show
she
that.
is doing, by the way, this was a free pattern on Pom Pom magazine. This particular one. It is part of her KAL, which is in the Plum Dandy group on Ravelry. And on Instagram, it's hashtag Campside Shawl. And if you are doing this one with that, you can double dip on our shawls of summer as well. But I have never used it. And so I ordered that. And Chris, and I said, oh, Chris, I love it. And she said, wait till you start knitting with it.
It's lovely.
100% merino.
Wow.
But I'll link her web address. You know I'm a fan of hers.
Oh,
She's,
yes.
like I said, she's got a discount
So am
code
I.
this weekend for Michigan Fiber. So I'm loving that.
I made that 6th Street, 6th
Yeah, 6th Street. Yeah, 6th Street
cardigan. Yeah, the
Yeah.
bulkier one.
The bulky.
The worsted. Mm-hmm.
Then I have been wanting to do this color sweater
Oh, I like that.
since spring, since it came out. But
Yeah.
when I first got the magazine from Erin down at our local yarn shop, I went on the search for it, and nobody had
Not
the
a yarn?
yarns.
Oh.
Nobody had the yarns. Well, obviously, no. You know what I mean? And so I just wild hair, and this is by Hohi, and Hohi's having a fall knit along coming up this, and so I totally could do it as well. So I went on and I got went to a couple of different places, and got one of them was Eat Sleep Knit, had one of the yarns.
Nice.
And then Love Yarn.
Yes.
Love Yarn? Not Love Yarn. They had the other one, so I have my yarns
Nice.
to go with it. So I got
Very pretty.
those.
This is not only just a rose color. There's some other, I don't know that you can see, but there's a little bit of other color in this.
And the funny thing about this, does that not look cream to you?
No, it looks like a light pink to me.
Well, I'm glad to know that, because I got this, and I'm like, that's not what I was thinking it was light cream on there.
No, it's a light
Yeah.
pink.
So that's what the lace part is out of.
So these two are going together?
These two are, funny thing, these two are going together, but the only time they are together is on the ribs.
Oh, so you only needed like one skein of this.
And then the mohair
Camerino.
is all of this. So I only needed one skein of that,
Oh.
I believe. How it went.
Oh.
Because
and the rest
then
of
it's
this is
mohair. Yeah. So then this
Got
is the
it.
lace, and I thought it was cream.
No.
Looks pink to you? Okay.
Yes, it's a light pink to me. You could do it out of cream.
No,
but
I'm
it's
gonna. I
light
got
pink.
this. I'm gonna do it out of that. But-
Nice.
So I've got those.
So these are the yarns that she
the
used?
actual yarns she used and the
Okay.
colorways.
Okay.
You know, because sometimes you get it. I obviously did. It's like I didn't want to do it out of anything but what I wanted to do it out of yarn. I wanted to do it out of the colorway.
Sometimes you just want to do what you see.
Exactly.
Kind of like my Hohi. What is it with Hohi?
Well, she's on our mind, and I have that summer sweater that I have the yarn for that. But that again is for fall and could be long sleeve for a long time too. So
Yeah.
Anyway, Love Crafts. That's where I got the other one from. I wrote it down right
Oh,
there.
good for you.
Eat Sleep Knit is where the pheno came from, and the mohair came from lovecrafts.com. the other
Okay.
one, so.
Okay.
And we have been to Eat Sleep Knit before.
Yes, we have. Oh, on our way home from
Another
Florida.
great
and it
great
was a
shop.
great shop, and there's so much in it, and it's a huge place. And across the parking lot is like a daycare kind of thing. There's a playground and everything. It was really neat. But
They had a lot of stuff, a lot of yarns.
of
It was so
yarn.
much
Didn't
Madeline
they go by weight? Didn't it go
Yeah,
like
yeah.
sock and
And then they had all their
details?
Madeline together, and it was like
Yes. Yes.
a block long of Madeline. It was fun.
It is a knitter's dream to
It
go
is,
into that
it
shop.
is. And a great shop to shop online for those yarns that your local
Yes.
yarn shops don't carry, and
Yes.
they do in the summertime. I don't know that it's necessarily in the summertime, but they do like a yarn thing where you get on a team after you buy so much yarn. You know, you get like a discount, and I got a coupon for a scratch off for $5 off my next order. You send it in,
Oh,
and they put it on file.
nice.
So
Nice.
they're fun to find. Sometimes things that you can't find, you know, that are hard to find, like this.
Yes.
You know, I was searching all over, and you know, kind of, I had two screens open. I was like, well, if I can get this, then I'll get that, and if I can get that, I'll get that, and it all came together. So,
Right. Right.
So that's my shopping. I did a little bit of shopping, but I have to say, Instagram has been my downfall because
It's a dangerous place
it's
to
dangerous.
be.
But now I don't
you
have
back on
anything
track?
coming. I don't have anything more coming.
Well,
what you got?
I did some shopping. It's not a good thing either. Not for me. So
Well, we haven't been traveling, so this is what
No.
I'm saying. We've been saving our money.
So this is Leading Men Fiber Arts. It's called Monsters of the Midway.
That's cute. I know.
And
Nice colorway for U of I.
Nope.
U of I.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is will be going somewhere.
For a U of I lover.
Yes, it is. And then
Ooh, is that Emma's?
no.
No. Oh my gosh! Look at that.
So I did some shopping with Hugh Loco.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
So I better watch it because Penny will steal this out
Fjord.
of my bag.
Fjord. Does that not look?
Yes. And there's 600 yards in there, and it's
Oh my
merino, cashmere, and nylon. It's
Oh,
her
it's
spun sock
beautiful.
extra large.
Oh my gosh, Debbie.
And
Oh, for
I also ordered
Oh my
from
gosh.
Molly.
This looks just like a Fjord that you see on. Again, I follow some people on Instagram. This looks just like the water on a
And
Fjord.
this is called True Teal, and it's on
Oh.
Marshmallow Mohair. And what will happen, I don't know, but I saw them and said, I must have. Don't they go well?
They're gorgeous. It's going to be so
I think they
cool.
go well together. There's that
Reminds me
color
of a
there.
lot of a shabui that I made a hat out of, and I have enough to make a scarf for me out of that tealy. But and it has a little bit of a sheen to that, you know.
Mhm.
Where normally it's an all of a dark thread.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So I said, oh, must have.
Oh.
Must have. So yeah, see, it's already gone. I'm surprised this is still in my hand.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's gone.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
It's totally gone.
Oh, that's going to be fun, Debbie.
So
That's
then,
fun.
I am part of Lolo Did It, Downton Abbey Club. I am a Downton
Oh.
Abbey lover. And she started this little club, once a month club. I don't know how long I'll stay in it. This is my third one, so this is the July. I've got May, June, and July, and it's the Downton Abbey upstairs, downstairs. And so this one is about the chauffeur and Sybil. So anyway, she gives you a full skein
Oh, wow.
plus a little half skein. So I don't know what I'm going to do with all these. They may be given as gifts as I get them.
You could do that.
But
You
they're
totally could do that.
so cool. And I thought,
You could find something to do.
so I don't know.
What about that habitation throw? Using them in that.
Oh, that Annetta.
That yeah, it's a
gave
curious
me?
handmade.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I could do that. I could do
It's
that.
just a
But they
thought,
need-
or we could come up with something. We
Yeah.
could come up with a shawl pattern.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, but this is the third one. So I mean, when I joined it, I wasn't sure it was a
Yeah.
full. I thought it was just one skein of a couple hundred yards. No, this is a full fingering of 400 and whatever plus another. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
124 yards.
My gosh.
Yeah. So she gives you quite a bit of yarn.
There is also some tees that have some different yarns. Variegated.
450.
Wonder what
440
they're all.
yards.
What are the colorways like? What are they?
They're different. There's one that's kind of not like this, but has some of these green tones in it. I'll have to bring them.
Yeah.
I'll bring them.
Would they all go together?
I don't know.
Well,
That's
you
kind
know.
of what I'm waiting to see. How long I stay in it.
How much you can?
Yeah. I mean, it's $38 that's charged
Mhm.
every month.
Mhm.
I don't think that's bad.
No, not at all.
I love her yarns, and I can stay in it the whole year, or I can get out anytime I want.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of one of those things. Like I just got a notice that my next one is getting ready to ship. Well, I totally forgot.
Yeah. Well,
So
yeah,
every month it's like a little gift. So
That's something fun.
it will be expensive by the time I'm done. if I stay the whole
But
time.
something, you know, nice that you can get out when you want to. I like
Yes.
that. I like that.
Yes.
That's a nice.
And
thing.
it's you know, you kind of want to stay in it because you think the best is coming.
Yeah, just when you don't, oh my gosh, why didn't I?
And then it's not. I don't know if they're after she sells this month. You know, mine were all pre-ordered. I don't know after she sells this if it's available to
If she's
people
going to
that
make
month
it, yeah,
or
may
not.
not.
I don't
May
know.
not be. Ah.
So anyway, then from a Spa's Treat Co.
Ooh. Oh. Oh.
I saw on Instagram, and it is dangerous, as Penny well knows.
Oh my gosh, Debbie.
I saw the sweater they started on this, and it is not. It's being written up now. I ordered the yarn, knowing this is more than I ever need. You know, blah blah. So I have 3 of each, which is well over 1,200 yards. I never take more than 1,000 to make a sweater for myself.
Enough for a hat or something.
I am waiting for this pattern to be written. I even said when I ordered it, I'm waiting. So this will be something that I start right away. But it is Elmelia and Philomena.
Yeah. Lance Tent a la main, something a la hand.
So this
Josephine.
is, you've got Josephine.
Yeah, and it's Surya, Esa Uria.
Keep going, you're doing good.
That one is the 20th of July, 2020. This one says the 21st of July, Juliet, 2020.
Yeah, so these
It's
were
merino
basically,
fingering. Oh,
yeah,
gorgeous.
so
to be
so it was party in my mailbox. My husband's going, oh my God, what else is coming?
beautiful.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about
Yes,
this, and I
that's
have no peach sweaters.
That's cool.
So that is,
so
you know,
cool.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
so that's
so
all
many
my,
cool things.
yeah, I gotta watch these.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do is we'll sign off here in a bit, and we'll put all these in the show notes in the next couple of days. We'll link everything in the show notes because I knew that we were going to have a lot to talk about because I had been shopping and we hadn't done it in a while.
And you knew I'd been shopping.
Exactly, and so we'll have all of that information in the thing. And I have been, like I said, I've been watching a lot of YouTube, and I have stumbled upon, when I was cleaning my basement, a lot of cross stitch back in the day. My second round of cross stitching, and so I have a lot of kits. I had, again, I have a few things in progress, and so I stumbled across some cross stitch needlework YouTube videos, which have gotten me, you know, I like to watch those as a change in between the knitting ones, because knitting ones I like to have some substance to it, you know, make me want to knit and all of that.
Right.
And so then when nobody's filming or taping, I'm like looking for something because there's not been a whole lot of things I wanted to watch on TV. So I happened on some YouTube cross stitch videos, and there was a couple of ladies who they do one and they talk about just basically like what we've done. Then they had one which I thought was really fun, and they call it Floss Friends. And it's what they do is they would show some things, but not to this much. But what they would sit, and I think it would be fun for us to do, is do and call it Knit Friends, and just sit here on the porch and knit and talk.
Oh, fun!
And YouTube tape, whatever. And occasionally, oh, hey, this is what I decided. That type. Just like kind of informal thing, but doing the same thing, just sitting here knitting and talking about knitting related things or the weather or what's going on in the world. So I thought that would be fun to do on a day that it's not stinking hot out here as well.
Yeah, probably in September.
Yeah, which is like a few weeks away.
Yeah.
But I just thought that would be fun to do, to get together and do that, just to sit. Down the road.
Very nice.
But anyway, so this was a lot of stuff, and a lot of fun. It's been fun, and we're going to just sign off here and drink some chai and some coffee, and unless you have to get moving and knit for a little while.
Not for a while. Nope. I got time.
We'll just have some fun. So
nobody's expecting me at home.
Yeah, we'll make do there. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you again for everybody tuning in. Thanks, Debbie, for coming down.
Well, thanks for having me. It's been
and being
fun.
here. It's nice to have somebody
And to get
talk
out of the
to.
house.
And to get out of the house. Yeah. So, you never know where we're going to come from. We may come down from the riverfront too. Someday
Yeah.
we could set it up on a little
Well, I
table.
wanted
and
to do that. Yeah, that'd be fun.
we could do it down there as well,
You
and,
got-
and encompass.
As long as you've got data that you can use. on
Yeah,
there.
I got data. I
Okay.
got data, so that's no problem. So
Okay.
anyway,
Cool.
that's the.
Look for us on the riverfront.
Yeah, look for us in the riverfront. In the next couple of weeks, like I said, I'm going to do a triangular shawl episode because I have a ton of them sitting up on my bed all spread out that I want to show you and talk to you about. And maybe give, just talk about that whole thing. So, because it is still the summer of shawls. And we're going to go on into September for that. And like I said, we're going to talk about what the name should be going for the fall because, shawls are still good in the fall. So I hope everybody is safe and well, and you all are enduring those who have kids who have to go back to school, whatever that means. Thank goodness
It's
I
a
love that.
good thing, and we hope it's a safe thing.
Yeah.
They need to see their friends.
Yeah, they need some structure. Parents need a little break.
Yeah.
So I know in nearby Peoria that's not happening,
No.
and I feel for those who
Peoria's going virtual,
Mhm.
and Dunlap is going either way. You have to make up your mind and cannot change unless it's a quarter or semester,
Mhm.
whatever it is. So I have 2 grandkids that I have made masks for the last 2 weeks. They have plenty, and they're
Yeah.
going.
It's a tough decision. I can't. I don't know which way I would go if I was a parent, and I don't know what I would do if I was working. And because I know some of the gals I used to work with have grade school kids, and they have to work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough. It's a tough decision, and
But some of them, if they went virtual, they have certain times that they are
right.
doing these grades, and you have to jump on at those times.
So
I don't know.
we don't know what's
I'm happy not
going
to
on.
be a parent. A
Me
grandparent's
too.
much
Yeah,
easier these
yeah.
days.
It's still crazy times,
Mm-hmm.
and we're hoping for some sort of vaccine soon so that we can start traveling to places. But I don't think that's
Yes.
going to happen in the next few months. I think it's going to be a while. So
Nope, not till next spring. I'm
next
guessing.
spring, I'm hoping we can still do January thaw in January. That's what we're looking for next time.
Yes, that's
so.
our only thing we have
Yeah.
planned.
So anyway, talk at you later, and till the next time, knit on. Bye.
Bye. I don't think it went on.
Nope.